Okay. So we're live. Let me see. Okay. Why is Okay, is everybody in? Okay. The room is locked and we're live. So good evening. It seems I don't see myself. Okay. Technology. Oops. Okay, guys, hold on. Okay. Is that better? Okay. So good evening, everybody. And today, of course, is a very special day. I think there are quite many questions about why do we need to mark this day as Anti-Slavery Day. And since I think many people believe that slavery has been abolished in 19th century. Yeah. But we know the fact that slavery is very much alive today, and not just on the lives of migrant domestic workers, but also to our sisters who are refugees and to those who are victims of trafficking. So there are so many slavery happening in the UK in particular, but also worldwide. So tonight we want to shed a light through the film of now I think is on, sometimes it's number one, sometimes it's on number two, but when I watch it, it was number one. So it's the documentary called MAID, which is ongoing in Netflix. So if you haven't watched it, so and you have Netflix, try to watch it, yeah, because yeah. So by the way, we would like to introduce ourselves. So I'm Marisa Bigonia. I'm the founding member and director of the Voice of Domestic Workers. We started the group in 2009. We were called Justice for Domestic Workers at that time, and we grow tremendously throughout the years. And then of course there are so many ups and downs when in terms of rights of migrant domestic workers here in the UK, but we continue to fight back. And tonight, of course, or today, we've been tweeting, we've been posting about this special occasion to raise awareness and take this opportunity to raise awareness and about slavery here in the UK. So, but tonight, you will be hearing and watching the real people who survive the modern slavery here in the UK, and of course on how they connected to the film. So basically, we will not really talk about the film, but relay our own personal stories to what the film is about. Yeah. So, guys, you want to introduce yourself first, Mimi? No sound, Mimi.
There's no sounds. Yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Mimi and a member of Board of Trustee of the Voice of Domestic Workers and a former um, head of Education Working Group. Yeah, and I'm also a full-time domestic worker here in United Kingdom.
Next, Jolie.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Jolie. I'm the one of the member of the Voice of Domestic Worker, and also I'm a full-timer domestic worker here in the UK.
Okay. Next, Marilyn.
Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Marilyn Kawilan. I'm one of the member of the Voice of Domestic Worker, and I'm also full-time worker here in United Kingdom.
Yeah, and last but not the least, Joy.
Hi, I'm Joy. I'm a member of the Voice of Domestic Workers, and I'm a full-time worker also here in London.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Maybe what made you watch the film? Because to me, I always hello, Michael. I know you are our followers, so thank you so much for your support. Hi, Amy, and say Jade. I don't know how to pronounce. Good evening to all our viewers. Yeah, so guys, during the lockdown, I became the addict of Netflix because we are locked in the house with we have so much time to watch. So I always look at the Netflix, and it happened that I look at its own number one. Maid was in. I said, what is this film? So I open it and watch, and then I think night time I sat down until almost morning, and watching it, I couldn't let it go. So I watched it straight. Yeah, so and it was really real, I that time I didn't know that it was really based on a real life story of mother and daughter, and I watched the real person who did wrote that Maid based on her story. Yeah. And yeah, and then yeah, so and then I message you guys, if you are on Netflix, please watch Maid. Okay, you will to remind you of me. It reminded me of me. So yeah, what about you, Mimi? how, how did you watch, why did you watch it?
Actually, I'm also Netflix Netflix addict, but I've seen this that flash into the when I opened the Netflix, but when I saw it first, I said, "Made okay." That comes into my mind that okay, it's just like the same the story of a um private household worker, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you said that it's nice, so I said, okay, let me try. Then when I'm starting to watching it, okay, um it's like a okay that I can't stop myself to finish it because I am already relating, I am already into it, that I can
Mm,
see in some way that I can see myself in the story.
yeah.
And then when I check it, that there's a book that the tagline there is a hard work, low pay, and a mother's will to survive.
Mm,
That really catch my attention to finish and urge myself to finish the whole film. Then yeah, and then and after that I try to think of everything, and then I even write something that in the session that what really when is what makes you uh really happy, if you remember that time that you've been very happy, what
mm,
is it? So there's a part of that in the film. So in my when I'm in after watching the film, I really think to it that yeah, when is that moment that I became happy?
mm.
So yeah, I can yeah, I see to
We'll
it
find
that
out later on. Yeah. What
yeah.
about Bunso? What made you watch the film?
At
How did you
first,
find?
because I'm also addicted to Netflix. Like almost every night, I watch Netflix. Because my baby sleep night very late at night. So I saw the maid word maid. I was curious because I saw
Mm,
it. I was like, let's watch it. So I tried. I open it. I click the maid And I started watching it. While watching it, I was like, I'm related to that story and her story
Yeah, it's like
very much,
your story. Yeah.
you know, especially when the first client, they didn't pay her
Yeah.
because I experienced that.
Okay.
One of my employer increased my salary, but the 1 year she didn't give it to me.
Oh, okay.
So I was related to that. And also the maid, she pay everything for herself. She
Mm.
buy the stuff, and she go
Yeah.
there by her own car. And I experienced that in Qatar as well, in
Yeah.
agency, cleaner agency.
You
So
see,
I was like,
yeah.
I am that lady, and that in that movie, I am that lady.
Yeah, we could see the how much money she has and deducted, when she bought those materials we need.
Yeah. Ting, ting,
Yeah.
Yes,
ting.
Also,
everything. Yeah,
yeah, I think we do
gasoline.
that a lot. Yeah. So I think how much we need to remit to our family. How much we should be spending. Yeah. So we do a lot. Even it's a mental calculation. Yeah. So what
Yes.
about you, Yoli? What made you watch the film?
Yeah,
How did you
for
find?
me, I think for me because that time I say that the title of the movie is Made, so I know this is about us, about my situation. And then that time I start the series, that movie, and then I see about her relationship with her partner.
Yeah.
So because I am really related that
To that,
situation
yeah.
with,
So yeah,
yeah.
we can, if
So
you want to share about that, that's really up to you, Yoli. If you
yeah.
want to educate our
Actually,
viewers,
I
yeah.
don't want to remember it because it's really hard for me to thinking about
Yeah,
that. But I want to share it to you because I
okay.
really related to that relationship with her partner.
Yeah,
Because
okay, yeah.
my partner also, he's always beating me,
Hold on,
always treating me. Yeah.
hold on, Yoli. Yeah, let's go to Joy first.
Okay.
Joy, what made you watch the film?
Because that day, not that day. 1 month I don't have work. I always do part time. So my hobbies is watching Netflix in the whole day, and then I'm watching Korean drama series that time. Then when I open it, and I just stop it, and then I said when I see the maid, and I said much better. I don't want to watch this Korean movie, and I watch this maid. And then when I read the the one there, it seems like
Mm,
to what happened like that, and then I see it. It seems like related to our status here and to our in ourself also. So I said I to myself I want to watch it until in the midnight. I didn't stop myself to watch it until I didn't finish. Middle of the night, I finish it in 1 day only.
I think also as guys, if you look at the beginning, yeah, so when she was escaping, her option is the domestic work, which is cleaning, yeah. And
Yeah,
I think us, when we were escaping from poverty, from where we
abusive.
were,
Yeah,
from poverty, from we want to give our families a better life, and yeah, and we didn't want them to suffer of hunger, that they should have a proper house, to live, that we can provide for them the medicine, hospitalization. And I think it was shown in the what relate to us really is that situation. And also I think Yoli, yeah, because I think the maid also showed also that the root problem as well, from childhood. And also I also remember when I was young, and young girl, like maybe 7, 5, 6, 7 years old, yeah. And I had a very alcoholic uncle, yeah, and he would really smash all the things in the house. And we will, every time he's drunk, we will run out of the house and in the street. Yeah, we will stay in the street. And it was a kind of, though I could relate because you weren't hit, but the trauma emotionally and mentally that was there, you know, that you carry in your whole life. And what about you, Yoli? I think it must be difficult for you. It was childhood where I was really sleepy girl, and I could still, you know, feel it, you know, when I was watching it. I think is what about you, Yoli, when you were watching that? Oh, it's okay if you don't want to share. That's fine. Don't worry. But sometimes, guys, expressing it, it also helps talking about it. Yeah. So it also help us to feel better sometimes. Yeah. You're muted, Yoli.
Yeah, I start that time I escaped from my husband. I I got I got my my two children.
Yeah.
The because I have three children that time, so we have a big argument that time. So he started to beating me, and then I don't know what can I do. Then I run away. I get the baby because my youngest daughter is 2 years old that time, and
Mm,
then I have my older is 6, and then the second one, I don't know where is he, so I leave him. I don't know. I didn't bring him with me, so I got my my two children, my daughter and my son. I don't know where we go. And then my neighbor
yeah.
keep me in their house because he know uh we have problem in my house. So he keep me in their house. We hiding there. And then after 1 hour, he gave us money, and then he said you go in other place. I bring my children. We don't have clothes. That's why
Mm,
I experienced that day. And then I don't have mobile. I don't have I don't have money. So thanks to our neighbor, she gave me some of money to get for transportation. But
mm,
that time we go to uh, where is it in one of the near in this Manila. Same,
mm.
but this yeah. And then
It,
we have
this
family
one, yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, we have family there, but you know, we stay there only 1 day because of course I have children, and then
Mm,
we go back to my daughter, my sister, my sibling always contact to our families,
mm.
to our relatives
Yeah,
where
yeah.
we go. So and then we go to the municipal hall,
Mm,
barangay hall in and then me and my and maybe this is 1 week, more than 1 week, we're
mm.
like that, go there,
Yeah.
go there. We're sleeping to other people, you know.
I think at
So
that in the Philippines there's no shelter for
mm,
family, yeah.
no, nothing.
We are in the situation like that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that especially if you are in the countryside, in the village, yeah, far away from the city. But did this trigger you to work abroad?
Because of my because of my situation, and
Yeah,
also
because you need to
because
provide for your
yeah, and
children.
also yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, I think the maid also showed, I think, your experiences, you know, of abuse, you know, from your employer. So, which was shown as well in the film, you know, although is quite similar to the partner, the abusive partner, you know, when and I think some of you experience being beaten by the employer, being starved, you know, being you know, shouted at. It's causing you a lot of trauma. Really, you're being shouted at for every little mistake. would you like to share about that, Mimi?
Yeah.
Joy, you want to do it to share
Yeah,
your
for the
experience?
for the first part is like hard work, low pay, and a mother's will to survive. Like, yeah, we the end of the because of the not enough income to the Philippines, so we trying to go to abroad to escape the poverty like that, and then we 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 knew when we go to work abroad, we think that we can give our family or our children to have a better life like that, but when we go there we didn't know what happened to us. Like,
Mm,
to the agency they said they pay us like $400, but once that we go there, just they gave us $200 dollars, and then they said we work until 7, like until 7 to 7 example like that, but we work hard. Like, we wake up 5 a.m. until 1 in the morning,
mm,
midnight. So it seems like all the made drama series is we everything
yeah.
yeah to
Because
us.
guys, I think aside from escaping from poverty, we then again escape from abusive employer, and there are reasons why we escape. You know, uh,
Yes.
Marilyn, you want to share? Why did you escape? I remember we've been you know, your employer harass us, yeah,
Yes.
and didn't really let us sleep for how many weeks,
Or how many?
including the
Yeah.
police. Yeah, including the police.
Yes, because she reported me as missing person. She told the police that someone kidnapped me and someone is putting a gun on my head.
That's why.
That's why.
So yeah, and you were very scared. So I took the burden from Marilyn. So so the police started to to call me nonstop. So what we did
Yes.
was I did brought Marilyn to police to just to show that she's fine, that she actually escaped. Yeah. So but before I did that, I already prepared. Yeah, if they ever arrest her, I was prepared with solicitor. I also made an appointment for her for the national referral mechanism. So we were armed when we brought her. But they did interrogated you for long, yeah?
Yeah, like
Okay.
5 times, and they
Yeah,
are different police.
yeah,
And the last one was sergeant. He was a sergeant.
yeah.
The
Okay.
last guy.
Amy, you want to share your why did you escape?
Um, actually, guys, actually, guys, there's no perfect relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, because if you're maybe because if you maybe some of us are not really physically abused or suffered domestic violence, but um what do you call this, have not having enough, yeah, not having enough money to support our family already gives us not um
Headache,
emotional
stress. Yeah.
we're already suffering emotional abuse. Yeah, yeah. Seeing the children, seeing our children that that we can't provide anything, everything they need, gives us stress, give um that's why this is the I think the domestic work in abroad is the easiest uh job that we can get, especially that
The fastest.
that
Not
yeah, that
easy, but fastest.
That's
yes,
not
the
easy.
fastest.
That's,
Yeah.
But because
yeah.
it especially that the our country, we're all in the Philippines, it's like just like maybe it's all over the world, it's just like it's already they made us as trade already, you know, we're just we're already like
Uh,
a
a
product,
commodity, a
yeah,
commodity for
a
sale.
commodity, yeah, for
Yeah.
trade. So I think escaping from poverty, to be to force to work as domestic worker, escaping from uh, physical abuse, from domestic violence, is escaping from, because it's not only in before we experience abuse from our employer, we are already abused and exploited by our own society, by our own, well, yeah, from our own family, from our own society before. So that's why. So I think if you have perfect relationship, maybe that's already a bonus. But as I have said, there's no perfect relationship. If you might have perfect relationship, but you still lack of something, and that is you don't have enough to support your children. Not all these couples that has money to support their children, I guarantee you, the relationship is not perfect. They're just hiding it to the people. They're just denying it and pretending. They are the great pretenders. It even domestic workers, even us, we are great pretenders. You know?
That's why the maids show the good and the bad side of
Yeah,
each character
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
yeah,
So I think the main character Alex, which I think did you do that, guys, that she kind of took the job from the agency
yeah.
because she was desperate, and
Yes.
she really need the
But
money.
yeah, but there's also time that are okay, just for you to survive, just for you to support your children, even if you even if you will take a low pay, you will accept it. If they offer you low pay, you will accept it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
Yeah.
bargaining,
Yeah.
it's just like that. Even just to give her something very little, just for her to feed her children, feed her child, so she will accept the job, she will do it.
One
Yeah.
thing, guys, that has been shown as well is the accessing support. I think you're very much aware on how difficult it is to access support, especially you didn't have papers. Some of you have no passports. I think which I think Alex had difficulties in producing all those requirements. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
And also I think it was shown, in there, which is really happening, yeah.
Yeah.
And like you guys, like you go to under national referral mechanism and you couldn't provide any evidence or witness, only your statement against the words of your employers, and more often they believe more the employers than you, yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. We have comment here. Michael says, it's terrible how you are treated. These people rely on you to bring their children up. Do the cooking and cleaning without you. They would be unable to have the high paid jobs. I've been aware of how you are treated. I know someone who does this work. It fills me with pain for you all. Yeah, it's true. It's very true, Michael. Thank you so much. And guys, I think the how she struggled with her own child, looking after her own child, and then she has to work. Marilyn, how difficult is that? Because I think you are in that situation at the moment.
It's very difficult.
As
I
how much
really
you want.
love to, start working, but I
Mm,
can't really work because no one is looking after my baby. And sometimes my mother-in-law's friend,
mm,
I look after her kids, and
mm,
she go to work. So I look after three kids. She go to work, and she gave me sometimes 30 pounds,
mm.
20
Yeah,
pounds for whole day.
okay.
It's for mom's health.
What about you, guys? How do you maintain your relationship with your children back home,
I
despite
think
being far away? Yeah.
the mother and children relationships is the very important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if because we are so far for them, and then we don't know what happened to them. We don't know, but we always give time for them to ask what going on, if they what happened to them every day, like that. Yeah, and we need to be we treat them like they are our friend, like that. So they share everything to us.
So they don't hide any secrets
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah, it seems like me. I'm my daughter. She's 13 years old. So we always joking. I'm just like her friend. I'm just like her sister. She always, if something wrong with me, she always, oh, you're so ugly. I said, yes, I am ugly. Then I'm your mother, so you're ugly too. Like that. We just, uh,
Okay.
yeah, we just joking each other, and yeah, it's nice feeling also, because even I'm so far with them, they feel that I love them even I'm so far.
I think the technology also helped. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
before we write, I remember
Yeah,
writing letters
with
months
letter.
before it will
Or
reach.
sometimes voice tape, no?
Yeah.
Have voice
But
tape.
yeah. But
Yeah, but
Just record.
guys,
for me, because in my province there's no signal at all.
Okay.
So I don't speak to my mother all the time.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
So it's kind of difficult.
yeah. So not everyone has privilege. It's the same. Not everyone has access to good mobile phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, a smart. You call that a smartphone. Like when during the lockdown, yeah, there are members who couldn't access the online because they no matter what they're not up to I mean the mobile phone is still very is the before mobile phone, not the latest one. Yeah. So but also the others also have no interest in technology. Yeah, that's why the physical is still important to them. What about you, Yoli? How did you communicate with your children?
Yeah, my phone is my life here. Because without phone, I cannot live. Because this is only my our communication, my communication to my family. So that's why I
How
don't
about
want to
you,
leave my
Mimi?
phone anywhere.
I'm before I left Philippines, I'm very hands-on mom.
Okay.
I'm very hands-on mom, really. Even I'm here, even I'm far away from them, I'm still very hands-on. Yeah. I'm always checking every uh every second. Sometimes they already annoyed to answer me back because I'm always their phone is busy on my messages, just checking on
Mm,
them. Yeah. But also in this film that I saw that you know it in when you are what I can say, when you are not having a good relationship with your partner or with your husband, don't make your children like a ping pong. Yeah, because that will give your children a trauma. Yeah,
It
it will
happened to
confuse
me.
them.
it happened.
The respect will lost. Yeah, just
Mm,
make sure if you are not having a good relation to your you're not in good terms, make sure to it that you the respect that you will still be there for the children, both of you.
mm,
You will, even if you
Mm.
are separated, make sure that you are still be a parent and be united as one for the sake of the children.
mm,
Don't make them like ping pong.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's not good for the children. And one thing is that the good thing that one other thing that I saw here is the prioritization, how she prioritized her
The
child.
safety of her
Yes.
child, yeah.
Yeah. Because if Alex is being selfish, yeah, like her mother, like her father,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm.
she would not think of her child, wherein there is already Nate, you know, that's
Yeah,
offering that good future for her. But what she said, that she's not ready for any relationship, to be with someone, because her priority is her child. So for us, maybe we're far away from our family, we're far away from our children. Let them be our priority,
mm,
and let not our not ourselves, make ourselves at least la- last from our list,
Yeah,
making sure
that's
that it's
true.
always our children back home. What they will say, how if what they will say, what will be, make sure that the respect will always be there.
yeah. I think we have at a very good comment from Sarah. I think the story of Maid movie is just part of migrant domestic workers' real life. First, Alex is a local national and she knows where to start, where to find job, where to apply to access help. And also, she have parents with no who can assist her. While MDWs are new to this country and they don't know where and what to start, especially the rest of the migrant domestic workers who came from village. Secondly, Alex can see her kid for many days only, while many MDWs they didn't see their children for many years. Thirdly, Alex struggling only for financial, while MDW is struggling of the financial families. I think the author of the May did say that she what you call that white privilege, yeah, she had that privilege, that why she was able to it's like rags to riches, like for but she shared her story is to encourage others who are suffering discrimination, who are migrants specifically, yeah, or BME Black minority, yeah, and to encourage them to speak out, you know. So the maid will, I think she used her story to encourage others to do the same. If she, although she did say that she was in advantage because of her white privilege, she has, although her mother was bipolar, you know, but and also suffering, but the mother did help her, you know, to what she could help only. Yeah, so there's a limitation there. And also, I think you look at also the father temporarily shelter her, but she remember the abuse she suffered when she was child
Yes,
from
child.
in the hands of the father. Yeah, that she locked herself. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
also, I think that, yeah, so every character really has bad and good side. Like Alex never really totally turned her back from what's that, Shan? Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
Um,
and then yeah,
Her
and
husband.
also, yeah, so I think it's shown also that the need for the Shan to be treated, you know, from trauma, you know, from alcoholism. Yeah, that's why he's like that. But yeah, his eagerness also to clean up herself for the sake of the child. But I think he gave up, you know, they fought in court and Alex lost, yeah. But also I think later on he did give up, you know, especially
but in the end, he gave up.
when the child herself was the one is screaming, you know, because he lost his temper to the child. Yeah, and yeah, you could see they both love the child. Yeah, so I think that's a real. I mean, so when they said, for us to get better future for our family, we sacrifice ourselves to work abroad. Uh, I felt bad for myself because I was losing my pride and dignity. Working hours, no day off, very low salary, but they don't recognize me as human. They treating myself. Okay, I think there's a message. I think a strong message of the story here. Yeah, so uh, they look at you can see the line, guys, hard work, low paid, yeah, people,
Yeah,
people, yeah. So
Yeah.
which very much us, the migrant workers and or other cleaners, hotel workers, yeah, those low paid job, but who are not recognized. But I think being a domestic worker ourselves, I think we need to be perfect, we need, in a way na they don't really see the difficult on how we made the house very clean, very good smell, yeah,
Yeah.
and cook, look after the children, look after the elderly. They don't see that, but they do see whenever we made mistakes. You
Yeah.
agree to that, right? So I
Especially when
think,
you left a mop somewhere.
yeah, but also I think the but those people, actually heavily relied on us. So it's like, how could everybody go to work without people cleaning the house, without cooking for them, without looking after their children, the parents, the elderly, and they are sick family like the disabled, how could they but however, they also base, like the government, they base their decision on these heavily hardworking people, yeah, the so-called hardworking people. Like, I think they always like say, if you work hard, there is opportunity for you, yeah. But for us, the work is already our life, because it is also what provided life to our family back home, yeah. But for government to decide on what is best for us without even looking at really the actual problem, and it's like we're saying, step in our shoes, so you will understand us better. But none of them is doing that. It's like, I do this policy, remove this policy and replace with that, this is the best forward, yeah, blah blah blah, yeah. And anything else you want to add, guys, about
The film. Yeah, as I also because that those who are suffering from abuses and exploitation, especially what do you call this? Domestic violence. Most
mm,
most victims of domestic violence are denial.
yeah,
That's why they can't get a proper treatment,
mm,
because the government, the system also has uh, support for them. But some of them, uh, them personally, they are on denial that they are victim of domestic violence. That's why um, they can't be treated.
mm,
So if uh, you want change, you want to you want to seek help, you want if you want to be better, start it with yourself. Help yourself. Yeah,
it,
when
it's
that
like
is that help
maybe
yourself, and that is in a way that in the way that accept the reality, what's really happening. Don't deny the fact that you are suffering, that you are experiencing it, because it's not
it's not shameful.
yeah, it's not shameful that you experience that. It's not your fault that you experience that. It's just that
Mm.
accept what is going through, what you're going through, and accept what happened. Just just accept the fact that you are a victim of it, so other people, the society, the government can help you.
I think also, guys, are you sure maybe they will help? So, and
We have system, we have a
there
support.
are some
There
available
are there are
support,
there are
yeah.
support service. These are services that
No,
for them.
I did see the voice of domestic workers in that story. Yeah. I think like last Sunday, yeah, she is, I think because the employers are very good in manipulating us, the workers. Like they make you feel they're so good. Yeah. They make you feel that they are good people and kind people. And have you heard the one that came
Uh,
to us that I say she's not receiving one year salary, and yet she found it hard to leave the employer. How? And then she's because they're kind to her. Yeah. So this kind of thing that, like, if the employer didn't pay you once, twice, three times, you expect the employer will truly pay you, unless you really stand up and get out of the house and then get back with a compensation claim, yeah, against that employer. That's what we told her, yeah, Mimi.
Yeah.
also I learned from that one of my friend always saying to me also this one, but in that movie that is I realized that also that one thing is don't be friend to your client, like don't be friend to your employer, just put you be transparent, like that. Yeah, because mostly we are domestic workers. We want our employer like we being nice with them, so we get what we give to them. Like we try our best to prove that we are better, like that. But in in reality, yes, they see it, but they didn't. They always say that they treat us like our their family, but in the salary we are not their family.
Yeah, I think there's a moral lesson that as well, like you can actually break that
Yeah,
cycle. Yeah, you can change that and get out, yeah, of where you are now. So that is really up to you to find way to get out of that situation, yeah. And it did show in the film, that there's hope, but I think you need to stand up and get out of that situation, and then the opportunity, the help is out there. So like we have the Voice of Domestic Workers, we have Kalayaan, and Survivors Alliance. What else? Yeah, Salvation Army. Yeah, the organization that we can that victims of modern slavery can go through. But I think above all, guys, I think join the Voice of Domestic Workers. Yeah, educate, empower yourselves to be able to fight back. That the power within you is what you need to be able to stand up against those abuses. Yeah.
Yeah. Another point in this film, yeah, as I'll share this. Alex broke the cycle. She doesn't want her child to experience what she experienced. Yeah. So that's why she she's so driven and so brave. Yeah, to really stand for her child. And another thing is she didn't she didn't in spite of what happened to her, no support from the family, she's still so driven and brave to pursue her dreams.
Mm.
yeah,
She
that's
didn't
true.
stop. She really studied. So she, even she knows that it will be very hard for her, but she
Mm.
didn't stop.
I think she was talking to her child like our space is a home, and that we love each other in it. I think we all dream, it doesn't matter how big or small is that house, as long as they have each other, they are loving one another. So I think
Yeah.
that's a very,
Yeah.
very touching moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sa Bunso, you want to add anything?
Naka-block ako yung utak ko.
I think, tell me guys, do you agree with this? Before is referring to the abuser, yeah? Before they bite, they bark. Before they hit you, they hit
They,
near you. And if they hit you once, they
they
will hit you
They will do
again.
another
Yes,
again.
that's
They'll
true.
do
I
it
believe
again.
in
I
that.
agree
Yeah.
with that
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
we agree.
that's
Because
true.
because
can I
you know what,
share?
because promises are you know, we don't let's face the reality. Let's not live in fantasies. We're not in a Disney, we're not princesses. There's usually promises are always meant to be broken. So if they will say, I'm sorry, I will not do it again, okay, tell it to yourself. Yeah, don't believe it. But once they did it when they did it once, they can do it again and again and again. So
It's,
one is okay, two is when it's already to happen twice. Don't wait for that third time.
if employer tell you that I give you your 1 year salary when you go home, you believe that?
No,
Well, if
No,
you want to give
no,
you, they should give
no.
you
never.
already. What about you, Yoli? You want to share anything?
I experienced about that time. I want to share about that time. I finished my contract, and then my employer told me to increase my salary when I come back. When I come back to them again. But that time I come back to them, they
You
nothing,
didn't.
same salary.
Ah,
Same
we are
salary
same
they give me.
situation.
Yeah. And more works gave me as well.
I
What
already I'm been there also. When I
I've been there
finished my,
too.
yeah, I finished my 2 years and I finished contract. I said I want to go back to Philippines, and then okay, when you come back here, we increase your salary. Okay, then I go back again there, and then I they when I asked about my salary, said we cannot give you more. We cannot increase your salary. Okay, then I wait for how many months, and I said, okay, I need to go back home because my salary. Then they said, okay, they buy a plane ticket. I go back again to Philippines. I said, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know these employers. Yeah, how could they ever think of not paying them? You know, it's the one who came last Sunday. Yeah, 1 year. She has a family back home. How could they do that to them? Working for free. Yeah, that's modern slavery. Yeah, and for her to tell us her employer is kind. Raman, wake up. Your employer will never give you your salary. Take a taxi, come here. We try to wait for her this Sunday, but if not, maybe we can offer to go to the employer house and rescue her. Maybe that's the way forward for her to, yeah, to so we can help and support her. Good morning, Roman. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're just having we're very much how very much we related to the maid.
Movie dramas, me.
Yeah, I think it's the first time, but there's so many story like that. Yeah, but it doesn't really because I think because this is a real story is about the but about the mother and daughter. It's a real story. It's written by the author herself, you know, and that story actually is became the best selling book. Yeah, so it's a successful story for her, but as what she said is she knows she has the privilege of being white, of being local, of being, you know, of having at least even her mother was as problem, but at least she did help her a bit. But also she has also the you know the help and support are available. Although I think it does shows how difficult it is to access the support, which I think you all experience, guys. But also I did see the voice of domestic workers on how women lift each other. Yeah, and I love the charity store that pretend that they were shopping. And
Yeah,
it's
Yes.
like
it's free.
us
It's free.
guys, We have run away. We need clothes. Come on, bring this Sunday, guys.
This,
What?
yeah, you
Yeah,
see the community, how
yeah,
important the community is, that the community will really bring back the life of the victim of the domestic
Yeah.
worker of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They give you accommodation and food to eat,
Yeah.
and
But
you can go
this
for
is but
shopping.
only for 2 weeks, I think. This
Well, that is up to you.
okay.
yeah. So I think, guys, in front of us is not going to be easy. So we are fighting another bill, the
Yeah.
border nationality and borders bill, wherein they are pulling the Modern Slavery Act. To be amended. They were saying that um, victims, those who are undocumented, are abusing the system, wherein because they couldn't arrest them, they and deport them because of this. If they are referred to national referral mechanism, then they get the person. But that's the purpose of the that's the use of that, yeah. And why amend it here in the but they do it in a way that they're making it more effective, yeah. But actually they're making it worse, yeah. That's also. So we're having a rally on Wednesday at 4:30 in Parliament Square. So if any one of you are available, join us in in the Parliament Square. And I think you need to look out for the banner Solidarity No Snowboarder. Yeah, so that's our banner with migrants organized and many other organizations nationwide. So I'm sure they will be the this coming Wednesday. Yeah. So
Mm.
you want to add, Grace?
Yeah, I just want to say, I just want to ask the my sisters, yeah. Let's ask ourselves, um when 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 did you feel that you are happy?
Mm.
Uh,
For
When
me,
I get my
when I
salary.
The whole one, the whole
yeah,
salary.
when I
It,
send
and
money
it's
to the
not even
Philippines.
enough for your family.
How about you, Lynn?
what about, guys, when you manage to escape? Do you think what's the feeling that I know at first time you were very scared.
I felt happy when I finished my interview with the police in the police
Actually,
station.
when I escaped ate, it's just like a mixed feeling.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I'm out of that hell. Yeah.
Mm,
But I am so scared what will be my future here,
yeah.
what will happen to me. So it's
Yeah.
a mixed feeling. I can say that I am really happy. Maybe, but I can say that my happiness is my happy.
There's a
I
limit.
feel I haven't really that my real happiness isn't uh coming yet. Maybe when I can say that I am fully happy when I get back home, be with my children, and not going abroad again.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Ha- when you feel that you are happy, Yoli?
Me that time, uh, I escaped to my my employer. I'm happy, but same feeling of Mimi, because I'm grateful as well, because I have there's have the voice of domestic worker helped me, and Kalayaan. So and I'm not I haven't experienced the same like the other people. They escape to their employer. They run away, so they don't know where they go, but not
Mm,
same me. So I there many people helped me and the organization.
I think Bunso, what's your
Yeah.
happiest moment?
Um, well, it's the same with Yoli and Mimi as well. Um, I was happy. It was mixed emotion as well. I was happy
Mm,
after you remember the police station, because they didn't stop calling even in the night,
yeah,
even at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. they don't stop calling. So I
yeah,
can't sleep.
yeah.
So
I
I was
think
happy because there is a community, you guys, the voice of domestic worker, who helped me escape from that.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
me. I think maybe guys, I'm different from you, not because in a way I'm different. It's just I think at that time, my time, there were rights available when I needed it most. Yeah, and unlike you, you had to go through this complicated national referral mechanism. So the good thing about the old overseas domestic worker visa, so when you escape, you are able to renew your visa to every year until you get your indefinite leave to remain and then become British citizenship. That's the one I have. That's why the policy was there when I needed it most. Yeah. And that's how I managed to rebuild my life. And that's how I managed to bring my children here. So my happiest moment when I was able to bring my children here, because I think that was a 17 years separation. Yeah. And so bringing them here was my happiest moment. Yeah. So we're just reading the. So Michael said these people are highly paid as both husband and wife. They want children but do not want it to interfere with their career. So they get you ladies to look after their children. It's true. Cook for them, bring them to school, clean their homes. These people want the best of the worlds and usually they get sent, which is really true and it's really sad, on how they are
Yeah.
treated the domestic workers. And actually, economically, they are able to do well, in their job because they
Yeah.
have domestic workers looking after their family. Yeah,
And we domestic workers, we're not only working just because of money, we are also working with love, with all the
Yeah,
love and
that's
yeah,
true.
care. And
Yeah.
it was seen in the film how
yeah,
Alex treated these pregnant women, that even if this pregnant women can't pay her anymore, but she
yeah,
still helped her.
yeah, Papa, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And also the employer who bullied her at the beginning,
Yeah,
and how
yeah,
Yeah.
he still helped her,
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
it,
but also
yeah.
in the end,
They
that
are they are the
employer
friends
also
and
they
helping
became
each
friends.
other.
So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
She
why
helped
we
she
are
helped her
matter.
in the end.
We are
yeah,
not only working just to earn. We, we,
yeah,
we are working with all the love, with all the care that is priceless. That the
Yeah.
employer can pay for any amount. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can pay our time
We
that we are working, but the love and care that we are giving to their family, they can't pay it, not a single penny.
Yeah,
yeah,
we are the one, they always say to us, domestic workers, or that they treat us like their family, but they don't know that we are the domestic workers. We are the one who treat them like our
Like a
family, because
family.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because we love them without condition, without money. We care for them, we prepare foods for them without anything. We just want them to be healthy.
Yes,
yeah,
And
Even
we look
yeah.
after the
in
kids
this
with
film,
love.
we can really see in this film the positive and the negative. Like
the
this,
negative. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sarah said. Sarah said, "I don't agree when it showed Alex drank the wine of her employer, wear her clothes, and brought man to her employer house. It's like that movie showing that the cleaner can't be trusted. I always respect the privacy and property of my employer." Thank you, Sarah. Yes, it's true. Not all domestic workers are can be
Yes.
trusted.
Yeah.
Let's admit
Yes.
that. Let's
but
Yes.
Yes.
admit
Yes.
that.
also
Yes.
We there are
That's
some
true.
domestic
yeah,
worker that are doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
And
I,
especially when the
their
employers are
abuse
on holiday.
their
So
abuse as
domestic
well.
so please, let's
yeah,
also watch ourselves. Let's watch our moves inside the workplace. Let's respect the
Yeah.
property. Let's respect the employer. Let's respect the our workplace.
Well,
Yeah,
it's true, guys. Why it's true, guys. But also, I think it shows that we are just human being like
yeah,
any other. Yeah, it doesn't mean that she's truly bad. Yeah, I know it was wrong, but it doesn't mean she was truly bad. Yeah, and she shouldn't have done that. Yeah, and but we don't want at the same time to categorize everybody doing
yeah,
that. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's the good thing about the maid. I think it shows reality. You know, the bad
yeah,
side and the good side. Yeah. So, and we have Amy said, when I escape is terrible for me. I'm scared. My godmother niece, she pulled me out of the house and uh, feel homeless. Someone helped me when I stopped uh, in the church. Keep the pressure. Because it's moving, guys. So I go to another line of carbon and I pray for myself to guide me. Some of the domestic workers, I think when I escaped, actually, I didn't know anyone. So the first thing that I look is church. But sometimes the church guys are different, yeah. It's like I think I went into the not Catholic church, so I was sitting and listening. But you will feel if it's not Catholic, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Like I remember the Church of England in High Street, Kensington, yeah, the West Abida. There are domestic workers going in the church, and they will call us and ask for help. So they will let them in, yeah, the church. So that's one way, yeah. Uh, Roma said in solidarity with you all, and that's why it's important for your stories to be told truth, brave, learn more of your rights, keep the pressure going with your fight, stick together. Yeah. So Michael said it makes me so angry. Yeah. It's really, yeah. It's not just guys, I think the need for us to educate, empower, but also I think we need more to do more raising awareness. So these employers as well, I think they also need to be educated and empowered. Because society and how they look down on the cleaners, the nannies, the hotel workers, now these lorry drivers, huh? You can see they could paralyze everything, no gas, no, yeah, no products coming in because we lost lorry drivers. And you know how actually we everybody is dependent on food, you know, on farm workers, yeah, on how the farmers are being treated here, the farm workers, yeah. Not the farmer, but I think farm, we call that farm workers, yeah. When how are we going to eat without the workers? Why we couldn't treat these workers properly, decently, wherein we are eating because they're farming, yeah, they're harvesting what we needed to be delivered in the supermarkets, the drivers, you know. And yeah, so removing all these workers, what will happen? Do they have food to eat? Can they all go to work? Yeah. So these
They
are
start to
the,
use suffered.
yeah, and they
They
don't,
start, yeah.
yeah, and the thing that they don't provide proper food. So how are you going to have the energy to work, you know, if you're being starved? Yeah. I think we are all like better now because I think we are now able to eat properly, to buy. I remember one of the runaway said, I never know this only cost £5. Well, it's still expensive, £5, but at least it's affordable, you know, because I think last time when she was with the employer, she was just standing and watching. So when I brought her that food, oh, I never know this is affordable, and she ate it. And because last time my employer wouldn't even give me, so I think now, guys, you can buy whatever you want to eat, buy clothes, whatever you want to wear. We always say like loving yourself is actually loving your family. So you need to look after. So I think in your body and mind, Roman is always teaching you that, you know, that your own health and well-being is matters. Yeah, looking after yourself and loving yourself is actually loving and looking after your family. Your last message, guys. You have last message before we end.
Me.
Joy.
Joy?
Yeah, don't quit, don't stop. However, what happens in the end, the final is we get what we want.
What about
Like
you?
Alice, yeah.
Yeah, like Alex. What about you? Bunso, you have message?
That's true. Never give up. You know, every day, every day we wake up, we have hope. So you never give up with your dreams.
Yeah. Jolie, you want to say something?
You're mute.
You're muted.
Keep fighting and still thinking positive always.
Yeah, Mimi?
Yeah. Life is too hard. Yeah. The struggle is always on. But knowing your priorities, yeah, and don't neglect your children are the most important thing that you should always keep in your mind why you are here.
Yes.
Yes, break that silence, get up, get out. Others can do it, so you can also. So guys, we have a rally this coming Wednesday, 4:30 in Parliament Square. Why is Parliament Square? Is Westminster Tube Station. Yeah, you have the Parliament, and then in front of the Parliament Square, in front of the Parliament is the Parliament Square, the green grass there. That's the Parliament Square. So we see you there on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
4:30. Look out for banner of solidarity
Solidarity.
no
No
border.
sport.
Yeah, so we will be wearing our T-shirt. Yeah, and yeah, so thank you to all our listeners, watchers, who join us today. Very, very good comments. And if you haven't watched that
May
documentary MAID, it is in Netflix. Maybe they can search it as well in other. I'm not sure if it is available.
Yeah, they can in Netflix is still available, but if you don't have Netflix, you cannot watch it full. Just only
Trailer.
small. Yeah,
A
yeah.
trailer.
trail.
Watch
Yeah.
watch out, guys, for our next film review.
Yeah. Also,
Try
guys,
another film
because
and keep the review
Anti-Slavery Week, yeah, I think tomorrow we're gonna show you our own very short films, campaign films. Yes, you will. I think each day we will post one until Friday. Yeah, so watch out for that tomorrow. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Thank
thank
ladies.
you, Michael.
you.
Good
Thank you,
night.
Michael
Thank you.
Jenkins,
Bye
to
bye.
Bye
Roman, Sarah,
bye.
Have your
Thank
dinner.
you.
Sarah,
Thank you.
and Mama.
Sarah,
Bye.
sorry.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
ladies. Thank you,
Bye
thank
bye.
Thank
you.
you, ladies. Mwah, mwah.
Thank
Thank
Good
you.
you.
Good
Good
night.
night,
night. Have a
everybody.